just a few days, he'll be going against the best in the world in Seoul, Korea, trying to bring the gold home to Warminster, PA, where he grew up.
It's been something he's wanted to do. It was never something that we felt he had to do or should do because he was good at it, or that it came from him. Even to getting up in the morning to go to practice, he did it on his own.
He may be on his own in the water, but Mom and Dad left for Seoul, Korea today to cheer him on.
We're getting excited, trying not to think of the hours in the air, but we're getting excited to see Dave.
Dave has been in competitions all over the world, including Madrid, Spain, and Brisbane, Australia. But for Mom and Dad, this will be their first long trip abroad. So they sought out Dave's advice.
Dave told us to travel light so we could help bring some of his things back.
As Nancy said, we tend to overpack. We're going to try to do it right this time.
Well, I'll just take one.
But maybe, okay, just one.
Okay.
But let's take the umbrella.
Fine.
I don't like reindeer.
Even though the packing and the traveling can be a pain, it's the waiting that really makes it tough. Al tries to be objective.
Of course, the parents have a little bit of pressure on them. We just want the best for Dave, and we're constantly hoping that illness doesn't befall him, he doesn't trip down the steps, and that he comes into the meet healthy and strong. And if he does that, his chances are very good.
Dave has two older brothers, Doug and Jim, who must remain at home, take care of the house, and, of course, work.
And I wish I was going. I mean, I would do anything to go to Korea.
How's Dave going to do? That's the big question.
He will do it. He will bring home the gold.
I'm sure that you can be proud of Dave. He'll represent Bucks County and the United States very well.
Well, Al and Nancy have left for Seoul, Korea. But back here in the neighborhood in Warminster, the spirit is strong for David Wharton to bring home the gold. I'm Tug McGraw, Channel 6, Action News.
And the parents might be tired for a couple of days. It is a fort.
Wow, we can't take chances.
Thomas Darney, right next to him, he is the man to beat. He is the world record holder. Actually, David Wharton in the summer of '87 had the world record, but only for 5 days. Then Darney broke it at the European Championships. It stood since. The Olympic record held by Thomas Darney in qualifying. And David Wharton's, what was a world record, still stands as an American record. And here is the field and his all-star in quality. Lane 1 from West Germany, Peter Bermel. Lane 2 from Hungary, Joseph Szabo. Lane 3, a very aggressive, tough swimmer from Italy, Stefano Battistelli, 18 years old. In lane 4, the best ever in this event, Thomas Darney of Hungary. Lane 5 from East Germany, watch him, Patrick Kuhl. Lane 6, David Wharton of the USA. Peter Berndt, who defected from East Germany to the U.S., now swimming for West Germany, is in lane 7. Luca Sacchi of Italy is in lane 8.
You almost could have seen that one coming, Don. There's so much tension here. A lot of attention is being placed on this great matchup. This is the start. The two athletes, the one to watch is lane 5, Tomas Darney. Okay, here's the guy right here. And he's going to start leaning forward, anticipating the start. Into the pool. Now, once one guy goes, the rest of the field follows. That's only natural because the false start is charged to the field.
There's David Wharton, who was the 4th fastest qualifier, but his coaches were very pleased with his time. They said he never swam a hard stroke in the qualifier. He was under control all the way. Darney, who has that very intense training, has come back from 3 laser operations on his left eye, in which he is almost totally blind, hit by a snowball.
This is Pedro Dominguez from Spain. He is the official in this contest. At the foot of his platform is a strobe light. That strobe light will flash, and also the horn will sound so that people with hearing or sight disability will be able to.
Wharton, of course, is almost totally deaf, the American swimmer. After one false start, they're set now for the men's 400 IM. Yes, all 4 strokes. They begin with the butterfly, go to the backstroke, then 100 yards of breaststroking. They come home with the fastest stroke, the freestyle.
I don't know what the problem is. I think there's an official monitoring something down at lane 8.
Lane 8 is making an equipment change. It looks like Gianluca Sacchi might be changing his goggles.
Boy, the tension is so thick you can cut it with a knife.
Hey, you can't blame him for getting ready. There's thousands and thousands of miles of hard practice going into this moment.
2,000 miles a year. A swimmer swims once around the equator, the equivalence of once around the equator every 4 years.
They're away. This start is a good one as they come out in the second fastest stroke in swimming, the butterfly, and out very quickly is David Wharton of the USA.
He had very good underwater dolphin kick off the start, propelled him about 12 inches in the lead on the first stroke.
Here's how the race breaks down. Go out as you see in the butterfly, then the backstroke for 100 meters, the breaststroke, which is the slowest stroke, and then the freestyle as they take it home for the medals. David Wharton goes to the first turn in the lead. He is swimming in lane 6. Lane is 6 down from the top of your screen. Patrick Kuhl of East Germany swimming well in lane 5 next to him.
Wharton gave up the lead coming into the turn. He's trying to reassert himself coming off the turn. Kuhl from East Germany reflects his name. He is a real cool competitor. He'll be very strong in the backstroke, very strong in the fly as well. So his part of this race is pretty well behind him. Wharton looks good.
And so does Darnay, swimming very much under control. He makes the turn here third at the moment.
They're faster than a full second ahead.
Way ahead of world record time. David Wharton told us before the race the area of it that he looks as the most critical point.
I think the last leg of the freestyle, I think is going to be where who wants it the most is really going to be driving for it at the end.
How bad do you want it?
I want it pretty bad.
Whole focus of his career has been on winning this. Darnay swimming very well with the backstroke, which is one of his best strokes. And that is Darnay who has taken the lead, the world record holder from Hungary, as they complete the backstroke leg.
That's okay, Don, because there's 4 different strokes. The lead could change 4 different times. Darnay's strong in the backstroke. Wharton is better breaststroker, so Wharton's got to come on from behind. And as he said in his little interview there, he thinks the freestyle is most critical.
Patrick Kuhl of East Germany swimming next to Darnay in lane 5, and David Wharton are about second now as they make the turn and go to the...
Boy, they're shattering this world record pace. They can keep up the freestyle leg, they'll be doing real well. This is Wharton's chance to catch the leader. He's going to do it through a rapid turnover.
David Wharton right now is swimming just third behind Kuhl of East Germany. Darnay, who had an excellent backstroke leg, has taken the lead now.
Kuhl looks good in the breaststroke as well. He's undulating his body to get the absolute most out of every stroke and kick.
Now they come to the wall on this turn with 150 meters to swim in the race, the 400 IM.
I'm afraid Wharton looks tired. He's fading a bit, it seems to me.
And it looks like Darnay has kicked in with something extra. Thomas Darnay, 21 years old, from Budapest, Hungary. The world record holder extends his lead over Kuhl of East Germany, and David Wharton falling a bit off the pace now.
Wharton's taking shorter strokes. He's not able to stretch and stay long. He's tightening up. This is Darnay. Look how his hands come out of the water on the recovery. He throws them forward out of the water. See them piercing the water? That's a new rule change. It's been allowed now, and it shows a lot of stamina. Oh, boy.
Under the world record split, and by plenty, as now they go to the final leg, 100 meters of freestyling. Another Hungarian swimmer starting to come out. Joseph Szabo in lane 2. And right now he is running second to his countryman, Thomas Darnay, who at the moment is blowing away the field. The world record holder who could be en route to shattering that mark today. Going for Olympic gold. David Wharton is now kicking in well for the USA as he challenges, but with 50 meters to swim, Darnay makes the turn and heads for home and gold. Darnay, not to be challenged. It's for silver now. They're all running for second place. As Darnay, in one of the great exhibitions in Olympic history, is en route in all probability to a world record.
No question about it. Wharton went out too fast in the front half of his race. He's charging well in the freestyle, though.
5 meters to swim. You see the time he has to come under. Darnay goes to the wall. And Thomas Darnay of Hungary wins Olympic gold. He sets a world record in doing it.
A fantastic swim. Absolutely stellar. Humongously. 1 minute, 14.6 seconds on the breaststroke leg. He shattered that record. Was all alone. One very tough competitor. No competition. He did it internally from the very start. Fabulous swim. And he doesn't even look exhausted. I'm exhausted watching him.
The second finisher was David Wharton of the USA, so he gets silver. The third was the young Italian Battistelli, who came out in the closing meters to finish third.
David Wharton down here is currently in second place with about 40 meters to go, all alone. Darnay with no competition, nothing to look at but the wall in front of him. Wharton did increase his lead for the second place, so maybe he wasn't as tired as I was saying, but he sure came on strong with a good freestyle. Clearly, a world record performance without real competition.
Darnay won. Wharton of the USA 2, Battistelli of Italy 3rd, Szabo, who started to close, then lost a little bit, finished 4th. Another Hungarian swimmer.
You know, I love those little winks, those little nods from the competitors. At the Olympic level, you can't say, well, I'll see you next year. At the Olympics, it's, that's a great swim.
So we have a world record at the pool, an Olympic gold for Thomas Darnay of Hungary. We'll be back with more swimming gold medal events, but now back to Bryant Gumbel.
All right, Don, thanks very much. We will, of course, be back with more swimming. Thomas Darnay blowing away the field in the 400 IM. We're going to return to Seoul in our coverage of the game.
Armin Katayan.
Thanks, Don. First of all, David, reaction to your swim. Did you feel comfortable in the water?
Yes, I did. I felt very comfortable. More relaxed today than I did yesterday.
What about Darnay's swim? An absolute brilliant swim on his world record. Did you feel that he was capable of something like that?
Yes, I did. He did a great job. That's what the Olympics are all about. It's going to bring out the best in each athlete, and it certainly did in him.
What about your stroke now? In the breaststroke, you seemed to tire. You had talked about before the last 100 was going to make the difference, but it appeared that the breaststroke made the difference in the race.
I haven't had a chance to look back over it, but my backstroke leg kind of wore me out a little bit, I think, going into the breaststroke.
All right, Don, back to you.
So David Wharton did very well indeed, winning silver, but no one could contend with Thomas Darnay of Hungary today with his world record gold medal win. Now back to Bryant Gumbel. Bryant?
All right, Don, thank you. We'll be getting back to you shortly. We've got more swimming to come, but we want to tell you, we had noted that Thomas Darnay was blind in one eye. We should tell you that his blindness is the result of getting hit by a flying snowball in his eye when he was a child. It caused enough damage, the eye slowly deteriorated to the point where the retina had split. He still can sense light in that eye, and he does not risk further damage by swimming, but yes, he is legally blind in one eye. Let's turn our attention now to the
Hungary's Thomas Darnay set up.